I am so proud of you that you decided that you're going to make a change on how to lose weight and how to lose weight fast. Now let's keep it real. If you really want to lose weight fast, you're going to have to make some serious, drastic changes in your life, possibly. Now we're talking about more than just losing weight, so let's get clear about that right now. Okay, we're talking about a lifestyle change, and we're talking about healthy lifestyle. And this healthy lifestyle is going to mean an entire change into your entire persona. Okay, so this is part one of a two-part series. Okay, you have to watch this part first before you can watch the second part. In this part, we're going to be talking about your psychology. We want to get your mind right if you're going to be losing weight. Because if your mind isn't on the same level, it doesn't matter if you take the logistical steps as far as eating salads all you want, you won't get the results that you need. And they will not be long-lasting. Okay, so I'm going to be your health coach here to help you on your journey. So congratulations first. Be proud of yourself that you decided to take this step to watch this video to improve your life. So kudos to that. Go get something to write with, and I want you to make a list. Okay? So we're going to write down all the reasons why this is an absolute must for you. Why you must lose weight. Why you must become healthy. And this is what we're going to be focusing on, is becoming healthy. Okay? You have to understand that your standard of health and your standard of weight is going to be different from another person. Health is individualistic. What you eat when you're a child, when you're an adolescent, when you're an adult, and when you're post-menopausal is going to be different. So there should be no set standards as far as, oh, I want to weigh X amount of weight. Oh, I want specifically this size. You need to focus on health. And you're going to know when you're achieving your health, because you're going to have energy, you're going to have vitality, you're going to have spirit, you're going to be motivated to go out there and go get it and go do it. Think about how you're going to influence your family and your friends. Write these things down. Write down why must you change. And I want you to write it down in a positive form. I must change so that I have more energy. Don't write down, and the negative form of that would be, I have to change so I'm not lazy. No negatives. We're going to write it on the positive form. So I must change so I have more energy. I must change so I feel better about myself. And go ahead and keep writing. And once you have a nice list right there, we're going to stop. Okay? Now, what will happen if you do not change? If you don't get healthy? If you don't start exercising? If you don't lose weight? What is that going to mean for yourself? For your future? Your lifespan? What is it going to mean to your kids? Yeah, we want to write some of these down. If I don't change, I could die early. If I don't change, when I get older, my life will be miserable. I might have to be in a wheelchair. I won't have the mobility that I want to have. So these are harsh realities, and make them negative. See, what we're going to do is we're going to put you right here, okay? This is your must-haves. These are the things that will happen that if you don't change. And that is going to propel you forward. You need to make it more uncomfortable being where you are right now than where you want to be. If you do not change, these negative things are going to happen. And that is an absolute no. That is absolutely unacceptable. I cannot stay in this state. I have to change. I must change no matter what. You have to know that with an absolute certainty. And you have to have your motivation that if you do change, you are going to have that excellent health. You're going to have the energy for work. You're going to have the energy for your company. So think about that opening you'll have in your life. So what I want you to have on your paper is your musts. Why you must change. Why this is an absolute necessity for you. You have to come from a core place. It has to be an absolute necessity. I want to live longer. I want my kids to live longer. I want my family to be healthy. I want to reduce my chances of getting cancer. I want to have energy every day. These are your reasons of must, okay? Must not. We already talked about that. That's the negatives, okay? That's if I don't do this, then you know what? I'm not going to have energy for my life. I'm going to be suffering. My children might get diabetes. We might get sick. I don't want that. That is why healthy living and this change immediately is a must for me. And it's going to start now and today. With this paper that you're writing, it's going to start with this. Okay, so you're going to look back and see what difference it would be in your life if you did change and if you didn't. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure you commit yourself to at least 30 days. So we're going to do a 30-day commitment, because after 30 days, you're going to have this as a lifestyle habit for yourself. I want you to feel free to come back and watch this video as many times as you want to or need to get the motivation to get going to where you want to go. You want to get that energy, okay? 30 days, every day, hit it. Go ahead and be excited and think about what this is going to mean for you, for your family, for yourself, for your children, and for your future. And really make that investment for yourself, which is another thing that I want to talk about. If right now you are not happy with where you're at in your health, then we need to discuss about your thoughts. That means that you are quite possibly talking negatively to yourself. And that means you're saying things like, well, you know what, I'm a slob, nobody likes me anyway, I'm just gonna eat this is gonna make me feel better. That we're just like destroying. We're gonna destroy those thoughts, okay? And we're gonna use an amazing technique, and it basically what it does is it interrupts your brain when you're having these thoughts, okay? So we're gonna reprogram your mind. And now I want you to make sure you take notes on this part. It's very important. I want you to think about at least 5 negative thoughts, negative self-talks, negative patterns that you have that you want to change, that you can think of. This is a technique I want you to use in your life in different areas. I want you to keep this technique for life. Right now, we're going to write 5 different areas related to health that you think of sometimes. I'm too lazy to, I'm tired, I don't have the energy to, you know, whatever it is, that negative talk, it doesn't we're gonna bust it. So this is how we're gonna do it, okay? Have fun with it. So I want you to take a thought, and let's just say you're like, you know what, it doesn't matter what I eat anyway, nobody, I want you to slap yourself in the face. No, but seriously, I want you to think of something that drastic. In the middle of that thought, I want you to, bam, put a picture of a clown with a red nose riding a bike. I want you to sit in front of the potty and get a chair, put that water on super hot, super cold, and then sit with your paper. And anytime you start getting that thought going, well, it doesn't really, that physical force or that mental picture is going to break that pattern, that thought. And you do it enough times, and trust me, you won't have to do it too many times. You do it enough times that all of a sudden your brain's like, it won't even make those connections. And then right then is when you're going to hit it with, if I eat a salad, some food that you love genuinely, that is healthy for you, think about that. Or let's just say you're trying to replace it with soda, and you already like drinking water. So you're sitting there and you're basically shocking your brain as far as that thought of soda. Like every time you think of soda, you think of cockroaches crawling out of the soda. And you're like, ugh. And then afterwards, I want you to think about how soothing water is and how delicious it is. And give yourself that extra fantasy of how absolutely fantastic it is. You will start to use this technique on your day-to-day basis, and when you're going to the fridge and when you're doing things, so that this thought pattern will be busted. It's imperative that you use this, because your mind is going to be your ally into making these changes. So you already have your must-haves. Next, you have a technique for pattern interruption. We're going to be committing for 30 days. So with all these changes in your life, you're going to be growing in ways that you have never grown before. And that's wonderful, because you're going to be going to your next step. So what you need to focus on in your growth is those empty vacuums that are going to be appearing. So instead of spending time on the couch watching TV, what you're going to be doing is something else. So I want you to think of ways that you can contribute to yourself and help yourself grow. There's two things we're going to focus on as far as growth goes. Focusing on growing yourself and how you can help the outer world and people around you. So when you think about yourself, I want you to think about how you can go to the library or the bookstore and think about knowledge that you always wanted to have, whether it's an autobiography or biography, a new subject. Go check some books out. Go buy some books. Okay, so this is something you're going to commit yourself to if you want that everlasting for real change. Not only do I want you to go and inform yourself on new things, new people, I want you to go out there and take a step further. I want you to write down 5 things that you always wanted to do as far as right now and how you can grow yourself. Do you want to take a singing class? Do you want to take a painting, rock climbing class? Do you want to learn a new language? I want you to think of different ways that you want to grow, and I want you to commit yourself to them. Think about some groups you might want to join. Okay, so write down 5 things that you want to grow yourself in. How can you better yourself? This is a commitment you must make, okay? So in certain times, you know what? When you're going through, let's just say if you eat because of boredom, a lot of us do this. You can just bam, pattern interrupt, redirect yourself, start reading that book, start practicing painting. And the second thing is I want you to write down and brainstorm 5 different ways you can help people around you. Maybe you can volunteer at an animal shelter. Maybe you can volunteer at a brother or sister type thing, Habitat for Humanity. Something that you have a passion for, that you can help contribute in the world, that really is waiting for you to come out there. And these kind of changes that you make are going to drastically change your lifestyle. And as you already see in your vehicle, we're fueling it up with all kinds of great gas. You're going to meet new friends, you're going to have new environments, you're going to have a new you. And that's what this journey is about. And the final thing I want to leave you with in this video is called the power pose. Okay? I want you to do this every day for 30 days for 2 minutes. Okay? I want you to get in the pose of Superman or Superwoman. Put your hands on your hips and stay like that for 2 minutes. And while you're doing it, tell yourself some positive affirmations. This life is for me. God has given me this life. God is working through me. I have the strength to do my task in my life, the mission in my life. Whatever your affirmations are, I want you to go ahead and do them. Stand in a power pose for 2 minutes, and guess what? Your confidence and your ability to complete tasks are going to shoot up. It is actually physiologically proven. So I want you to go ahead and use that power pose. Use every single tip that we discussed today in this video. Watch this video again so that you do not miss any information and you do not forget anything. Now that we have the psychology down, watch part 2 of this video, which tells you the logistics of the foods, the when, the how, and then you will be completely on your journey on how to lose weight fast. Take care, my rock star.